Hello, everybody. Welcome to Upward and Forward with Adequate Prince again. And thank you for always hanging out with me. So, this week I'm just going to do a real quick one. Have you registered for the Educators Bootcamp? The flyer is in the previous post. Or do you know anyone who needs this? You need to recommend them, you need to sponsor them. And like I said, during the bootcamp, when we go through all the activities that they're supposed to do and they get it done, we're going to offer a full refund, and that's for 6 people, and that's just one of the freebies that we are offering. And so that's just for Educators Bootcamp. Now today we're going to talk about briefly documentation. I'm going to be sharing about how important it is for you as someone who is in the business of building their brand or their organization, like you're still very new in it. You need documentation. It's very important. Documentation in the sense that everything you do should be written somewhere, especially if you're in the business where what you render is a service and is not a good. You need to put down the names of everyone who has contacted you, even if they didn't follow through with that business deal, what they contacted you for. Have your receipts ready. Have, if it's a volunteer, let's say if you show that it's volunteer, how did it go? As a matter of fact, if you can get a device that you have these Microsoft Notes or Apple Notes, and every client has a page. On that page, there is when they contacted you, what happened, did they follow through with what they wanted, did you guys reach a compromise, how much was paid, was it volunteer? That I've discovered that gives you the idea that you know what you're doing. And at this early stage when you really can afford an accountant or an auditor or something, you are your own everything. You are the entire staff of your organization. So you need to come correct. You need to get these things and get them put together. And most importantly, when you have documentation, it gives you a trajectory. You are able to know what works and what did not work. I don't know if you get my drift. For example, one of the most set of people that gets cheated a lot is writers. And I know that because my sister is a writer, I write also. People who would come to you, write this for me, write that for me, they have no idea the amount of work you put in to even put down one good sentence that is not plagiarized, that is acceptable across board and for the audience they intending to. So if you don't put things down and you didn't figure out, okay, for this particular writing gig, I spent 20 hours on it, I charged this amount, and if you weigh that amount and the 20 hours you spent side by side with world best standards, you would know if you had overcharged or if you're shortchanging yourself or if it wasn't even worth it at all. Do you get? So if you're especially if you're not, like I said earlier, you are not selling a good, it's a service, you need your documentation. You need to be very detailed about it. And then documentation gives you a profile, because the most important thing for you as somebody who is starting your business or starting your brand is that you need to grow, right? There's a level you get to, and you meet people or companies who don't work with vibes or inshallah. No, they want to see your records. They don't want to say, oh, by God's grace. They are not like that. They want to see your track records. They want to see evidence that you've been doing this for a while. It's why you need a track record. And I'm just coming back from church. I'm a church girl. I tell my church folks, especially those of us who are church workers, you can brand that thing you do in church as part of your documentation process. It's a volunteer. You're carrying camera for free. You're singing for free. You are doing... Of course, God is blessing you, but when God wants to bless you and he asks for your container, that's your profile. That's your process of documentation. Where is it? So this week, if you've not been doing it before, this week, just look for 1 or 2 hours blog, sit down. First of all, write about everybody who has patronized you this year, or everybody you've done something for a volunteer this year. Put your value on it. Give yourself an idea of how that would look like if someone like the richest man on earth was to pay for it. And then give yourself a projection. And lastly, what this thing does is that it gives me a heart of gratitude. Sometimes you don't know how much God has breathed into your business or has breathed into your brand. If you don't put these things down, you will be shocked the amount of things you've done from when you decided to put your leg forward or put a foot forward on your journey to going upward and forward till now. So documentation, all right. And if you need any help with it, you even don't need help with it. Every day you press your phone, download the correct apps that will help you track your finances, download the apps that will help you track your calendar, download the apps that will help you, track your clients, send automatic emails. There's a lot of them. Is that okay? All right. And for educators, I'm waiting for you in the bootcamp. I can't wait to let you see what you've put together and what you have to offer. And if you want to leave the profession too, yeah, it's possible. But just before you leave, let's do this bootcamp together. Maybe we will find your passion again. Is that okay? My name is Adepeju, and it's nice to be here. And it's nice for me to know that you're listening to this. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you soon. Bye.